faces. There's a weird thing going on at the moment. Well, so many weird things because of Donald Trump. But we're suddenly hearing about all these famous people that he asked out, and you are one of them.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know.
You could be the first lady.
I could have changed the course of history. We were doing Primary Colours, which was a film about the Clintons and about that. It was at Universal. It was '97. So it was a long time ago. So actually, one only associated Senior Trump with tasteless architecture at that point. And, well, still a boundless sense of narcissistic kind of madness. But I was in my little trailer, which was a normal trailer, and it had a phone, like a proper phone with a, you know... Landline. Yeah. Sort of trailer, though, so it's kind of... Yeah. And no one had ever rung me on it, nor had I ever used it. In fact, I assumed it was not a working machine. And it rang one day, and I picked it up, and it was Donald Trump. Donald Trump.
What?
Donald Trump. Donald Trump was on the other end of the phone going, "Hi, it's Donald Trump here." And I thought someone was having a laugh. So I said, "Oh, fuck off." And he said, "No, I'm ringing to ask you if you would like to, you know, come and stay in one of my lovely apartments, and maybe we could have dinner." Oh. And I just didn't know what to say. I was just absolutely astounded, because how did he get my number? I mean, a number that I didn't have in the trailer. Yeah. And so I just said I'd get back to him. And in so many ways I wish I had, because if I had gone out with him for dinner, I could have done that. And then we would all have known.
You mentioned you wanted to be able to walk your sheep over London Bridge. I know you spent a fair amount of time in Scotland. Do you have sheep?
Actually, this is quite a good story. Do you mind if I tell you a story?
I would love a good story.
About Scotland.
Yeah?
My daughter was about 8. So the sheep were in the field. And at the bottom of the field, there's a little place where I go to wash. I wash in the river. And often, if the weather is nice, I will walk naked.
You have indoor plumbing, right? You have indoor plumbing.
More or less. Okay.
Yeah.
So I walked down through the sheep with a towel, had a wash, and walked back up through the sheep. That's what I do. Naked. And because there's no one around except the sheep, obviously they are appalled. Appalled. There's a lot of, you know, rushing up. Oh, she's coming, she's coming.
Yes.
Yes. They're just appalled.
Exactly. Someone just sheared her. Someone just sheared her.
Shear her. Do something. She's coming up the field again. Anyway, so middle of the night, it was about 10 o'clock. My daughter and I, she was about 8. For some reason, we were alone in the house, banging on the door, being really big banging, kind of Halloween style. And I come downstairs, and there's a massive and very good-looking policeman standing outside our porch, which is weird because our place is, you know, way in the wild.
Yeah.
And I open the door, and he says, "I'm terribly sorry to bother you, Mrs. Thompson, but we've had a report that you had an intruder on your property today." And I said, "An intruder?" I immediately turned into Jamie Lee Curtis, immediately. And I reached for the nearest weapon, you know, I hid my daughter in the cupboard. I was just like, oh. And I said, "What kind of intruder?" And he said, "Well, she said it was a naked man, about 50 years old." So I looked at this policeman and I thought, you know what? What was going through my mind was that from a distance, my boobs had dropped so far they read as testicles. And I nearly... Thank you so much. Thank you for that riff.
A little dropping testicle
boobs, testicles riff.
Exactly.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Bad. Yeah, like a really like minor chord.
Discord, yeah, exactly.
I've never recovered. I keep trying to find that policeman. He was gorgeous. And then he said to me, "It's all right. I'm so sorry. She doesn't see very well." Because my daughter said, "Mum, that's about the time you came back from the..." Shut up! The sheep were all out there by that time going, it was her! It was her! They have no loyalty, those animals.
Do you have jokes that you wrote when you were in college that you still, like, I gotta find a place to use that? Because one of the things I find is that you never throw anything away.
No.
You always have them in your back pocket. What's the first joke you ever wrote? Do you remember?
Well, I didn't write jokes because my feeling was, and this is my feeling about comedy when I was young, was that comedy for men and for women was quite different. See, I think jokes are very male because you build it up and then there's the punchline. So it is, as it were, a kind of male, yeah.
Just wanna build it up.
You build it up.
Build it up. Slow down.
Yeah,
build
it's okay.
it up. Okay,
Yeah.
and then
there's a big punchline.
a punch. One word punchline.
So
Yes.
it's a sort of male orgasm, whereas female comedy is often different. You know, you're kind of funny in the middle, and then you're funny again, and then you're absolutely hilarious at one point, and then it kind of tapers off. So it's a sort of. But you know what I mean?
Some women sadly never get the laugh.
No, well, yeah.
Yeah, I've heard.
Yeah, it's easy to lose your sense of humour in some situations, isn't it?
Yes. Well, so that's very interesting. So...
We're being so racy, I can't believe it. This place is like a church as well. It's all the stained glass windows. I'm getting nervous. But
Because we knew you in this country as an actress, and then you went to Hollywood, and then we saw you in, which seemed at the time sort of surprising films, like you showed up in Junior with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Which was fun, actually.
Was that fun to do?
He was actually orange, Arnold. I've never met anyone who was really, truly orange. I believe there are a lot of them about here now. I played Simon Cowell. But he was very nice, he was very courtly, in a way. Austrian and sort of courtly. And...
Yeah. Can he act?
No.
He
was very honest about that.
Now, listen, your new film, Saving Mr. Banks, I've seen it. It's just brilliant.
Oh, thanks.
It is so good.
Thank you very much.
It opens next Friday, the 29th of November.
Yes.
Now, you're playing P.L. Travers, who wrote Mary Poppins. Tom Hanks plays Walt Disney.
Yes.
We've got a picture of the two of you at a premiere. There you are.
Oh, yes, you see? I can't help it. I can't. Who's doing that? I just can't, you know. These are good.
Put the banana down.
No, sorry. I just saw these and thought they would be good props for later.
Yeah, you keep them there. You know who'd know that? Emma's husband, Greg, who is a champion baker. Ooh. Yes.
He won Celebrity Bake Off.
Yeah.
He did.
That's posh.
It was posh.
But now you nearly ruined it for him.
Well, they were given this challenge. I mean, it's extraordinary what they're asked to do. Bake yourself in biscuits. Make a biscuit version of yourself.
Well, this is just fascism.
Yes. Run riot.
Run riot.
Anyway, so he created himself, and he decided he'd make a sort of pancakey thing that was a kilt. And so he made a kind of structure, which was him, biscuit legs, and then this kilt. And then more of him up above, and leaves and trees and things. And it was all very sort of Salvador Dali meets, you know...
Biscuit.
Delia Smith. Anyway, I came in one night and drink had been taken, and I walked in and I saw the structure and I didn't really take it in. But then I saw the kilt and it looked good. It looked good enough to eat, so I ate it. And then he came... Yeah, exactly. He came down the next morning and it was just... Who ate my fucking kilt? But the kilt's gone.
Who ate my kilt?
Who ate... Yes!
That is a song.
And I blamed our daughter. I blamed our daughter.